been a while, but we're back with Madden, and it may just be a day for you, but it's been like 3 months for me, and we're doing the 49ers taking on the Niners. It's Super Bowl 54 league match, but also quarterback matchup of Super Bowl 55. We're getting towards the end of this series. We're gonna start to go a lot faster after this season, and yeah, let's get on with it. We have the 49ers, Week 18, taking on the Chiefs.
Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Tom Brady and the San Francisco 49ers.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Niners win. They're likely to get the one.
I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, all the responsibility he has, and how the game flows through him. If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you try.
Under pressure, they got him again. He goes a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one, and their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. They'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
So the Chiefs won 2 times ago. So the series is like
here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought
And
he
we have
fairly
more
well.
news that's coming in just
Knock
now.
your socks off.
Tom
2 touchdown
Brady.
passes and an
And
interception.
by
The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception?
he wanted to let the Niners know he will
Maybe
not
increase the
play
number of
for
times
them
he
next
puts the ball in the end
season.
zone with a receiver.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the
Because
43.
my fault,
And that
I
was not a
gave
bad
him
scramble there on
bonus,
first down.
but
He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away.
Yeah,
He was
bit
able
far
to take
from-
off, and now he made it a very
my
manageable 2nd and short.
it was a funnier in San Fran.
Brady's
I
throw
like to
complete
get
here
it
to
though
commit.
to the end, but it's not really my style of offense. So we'll be going somewhere else
We're
next week.
scoreless after 1.
This Tom Brady thing, this Trey Lance
The
thing, maybe one
49ers
thing
with the
the
football
Niners
here to
could
begin
easily
the second
take
quarter.
Trey Lance
As
back
they've
if
got
that
it with
was the
1st and
plan.
10.
If you can't hear me, what is the Niners' plan to take Trey Lance back after the season? Because Brady, it was planned to be a 1-year thing. Brady was going to retire. Brady announced he isn't going to retire, but his deal's up and he's not coming back to San Fran. We'll see if Trey Lance will come back to San Fran. Maybe he'll stay in Tampa. Maybe Brady will go back to Tampa. But we don't know. Touchdown. Trey Lance has played the best in Tampa. So, maybe he'll stick there. 2 rumors for Brady to go to is 1, Miami, and 2, going back to New England. And there's a rumor he's going to go to the Steelers. Those are the 3 main destinations. Comment where it'll go. And the Colts. Those 4.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Last time these guys saw each other, it
Set
was
now to kick this one
KC
away,
getting
and
the
off it
win,
goes.
a winning touchdown in OT, 41 to
Here comes a
35.
return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now here's Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see the defender his caliber.
Juju's on the Chiefs in this. This was before the trade. Juju was on the Chiefs, and this was
Back
before
to
the
the air on
trade.
second down. It's Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Not
After the
yet.
sack,
Juju
things
is
get a little
good
tougher
spot
here.
for
3rd and
them.
long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives.
Sounds like
they have
Aaron
to get into the
Rodgers is
football
going to go
again
back
after
to
this one.
Green Bay for his final
4th down.
year of his
It's the
career.
team
A lot of
sending
things
this
are going to
one away.
happen that are going to
Fielded at
change.
the 43.
Broncos a quarterback this now.
Very
Russell
good
Wilson's a
return
free
that
agent.
time.
Will he go back to
18
the
yards.
Saints?
And
Will he
this
go to
offense
Denver
running
like he
back
did in
field
the Life? Really
position.
don't
They
know.
take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the
Well,
one that
yeah,
got
a
them
lot
that
of things
7-0
can
lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Cole Kmet, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a...
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. With all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed?
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a stick on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And this is going to be 49er football. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And this one is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggles.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Meanwhile, the Mahomes throw pulled in by Kittle. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Oh, he's got all the daylight. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It is fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. Brady now on first down. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback.
The 49ers were up this much last time these guys played each other. But wait, not yet. The Chiefs did win that one. Keep an eye on that. Brady. Right, and the Niners this season when leading at half, they have not. They have won every single game. And leading by this much at half. Also, that's all.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter,
Both
here we
teams
go.
definitely need wins to get in the playoffs.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Now Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
I just think that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp. who was a tight end.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And some space here. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. They'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Looking for a bounce back, had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. It's a real dud for them.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes going to throw. Dance. Now he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and throw. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Miscommunication on the ladder. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time, because the momentum is totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
The defense of San Francisco marching back onto the field now. The thought process for them, I guess, just hold them to a field goal because they're already in field goal range. Obviously, you don't want to allow more than that.
Of course, and what you run into is if you're trying to knock them out of field goal range or create a turnover, you run the risk of missing on that opportunity and giving up something bigger that can actually beat you. So you're exactly right. 3 is the number. You give up 3, get to overtime, you walk away happy.
3 and OT. That touchdown. Complete at the 1. On First touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little song, little paper goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments. I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers. And that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately can never get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 4. A minute 40 remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
Yeah, they have Judy as well.
Back to throw, Brady. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Brady to throw. Well, it was him as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, I'm also surprised when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guy's going up. So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars, get the ball to them in open space, and let them do what they do.
That is caught inside the 5. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not, you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
Why did he go
These
for
guys
2?
get over eager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Really?
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And this return
I am about to get out of
as he gets past the 25 up to the 27-yard line. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players spotlight. Yeah, maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just...
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert.
Do that, top guy. It's up. It's good.
And his kick here is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both
3-3
sides
is
of
the
the ball.
series. Mahomes, Brady.
And finding ways to get points when they have the football.
And the Chiefs will win.
So for the Chiefs,
What a stunner.
the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6.
Both teams are 11-6. Good luck, and let's hope both these teams get in the playoffs. See you at the playoffs. Bye.